All right, so we're back to IROSHAN for a little one shot tonight. And in our last two adventures, IROSHAN was busy setting up their gateway headquarters in St. Louis. During the final days of construction, they were approached by a family who had purchased the home that had inspired the Exorcist film and succeeded in freeing a possessed woman from the demon known as Satanish and defeating his followers, the Lethal Legion. Not long after, Magic of the X-Men came to visit with a request to assist her in finding and defeating a renegade from Limbo known as Witchfire, who had resurrected the Children of the Inferno in Chicago. With two major cases under their belts since reuniting and saving the world from the ancient Chaos King known as the Mikaboshi, things have settled down and the team has handled small affairs throughout the Midwest. Christy and Dana resumed their responsibilities to IROSHAN Academy and Limbo, and Kurt returned to his work in the Yucatan Peninsula. For the most part, things have been rather mundane, other than the small, odd job and basic acts of heroism. It's near the end of summer at this point, and school is getting ready to start, keeping the educators in the group rather busy prepping up their classrooms, schools, and presentations. Mike has settled back into life in St. Louis, and Chris is more relaxed now that the dreaming has become or has returned back to normal. Everyone is pretty much going about their daily business when suddenly the mutants in the group get a telepathic message from Professor Xavier. And this would be Christy and Psi-Ghost. Hello, my friends. I hope the summer has treated you well. I wanted to update you on the status of the Children of the Inferno. Nearly all of them have had their memories returned to them at this point. As you may recall, they had been brought back to life under the control of Witchfire. We've been able to determine that the children were not returned to life by the means in which we here on Krakoa have been practicing since partnering with the island. I believe Magic had informed you of our process. Witchfire had apparently spent her time working on dark resurrection spells with the demonic forces outside of Limbo in order to build her army. We've been able to rehabilitate the children, and they are slowly being integrated into Krakoan society, and for the most part are acclimating rather well. Witchfire, on the other hand, was too far gone for us to rehabilitate. The governing body of Krakoa, the Quiet Council, was faced early on with the conundrum of what to do with wayward mutants who break the laws set forth by mutant society that are beyond rehabilitation. Krakoa has what is called the Pit of Exile, where criminals can be placed to be held indefinitely or until their sentence is carried out. This is where we've placed Witchfire for the time being, so you should not see any retaliation from her moving forward. I do apologize for reaching out to you in this manner, but I have a special request from IROSHAN. I recall that Psi-Ghost calls the Yucatan Peninsula his home, isn't that correct?
That's correct.
It's come to our attention that a renegade mutant we were hoping we could integrate into the society has gone rogue with a handful of his former comrades. Fabian Cortez convinced the Quiet Council to resurrect his sister, Anne-Marie. Anne-Marie quietly was using her emotion alteration abilities to hide the machinations that she and her brother were concocting. They rejoined several members of the Acolytes and left the island. Now, this alone is not against our laws. However, we do believe that this renegade band of Acolytes still harbor ill will towards humanity and have been recruiting young mutants to embolden their numbers. We have a Krakoan gate that has been altered to prevent access from our end in what is known as the Sacred Cenote near Chichen Itza. We suspect that Fabian and his acolytes have commandeered this gateway for their own purposes. I am asking IROSHAN to investigate the site. If there are mutants there, please let them know that all are welcome in Krakoa. And do what you can to convince Cortez and his followers to cease and desist. I believe that the majority of the Acolytes can indeed be a part of Krakoan society, but Fabian has always been a wild card and follows the old path set forward by Magneto before we came around to our mutual understanding. I am hoping that perhaps a group of mutants from outside Krakoa can talk some sense into the Acolytes and we can avoid a confrontation.
Yes, well, that sounds doable. We'll be happy to get down to Chichen Itza and check out the situation down there.
As always, I appreciate your input, and the gates of Krakoa are always open to you, Kurt.
Really appreciate it, but we'd like to still be in the world a little bit longer.
Understandable. We all have the things in our lives that take precedence.
Well, to each his own. We understand how much you do like having your own place there, and it's nice to have a home for a lot of the folks. But some of us still have battles to fight in the larger world.
It's nice to have people like you on the outside.
Well, thank you, Professor. Thank you always for your support. We'll do what we can to help.
Always appreciated.
Professor, can you turn off the mind link? Would you mind?
It's off.
Okay. Thank you. Sometimes he forgets to hang up, so to speak. Annoying. It's distracted.
So Christy and Kurt, you two were the ones that actually received that message. Shard is in limbo currently and out of range, and handling some stuff in there, so she would not be able to join you all. But the Highwayman and Dreamslayer are available if you want to bring them in. If not, then we can say goodbye to Andy right now. So.
Now we're good. Andy, Highwayman, nice seeing you. We'll see you next time.
Okay, thanks. Peace out.
We catch them up, of course, as to what the dear professor shared with us. Blah 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 blah. Okay, you're caught up.
Okay.
So now is Dreamslayer going with us on this journey too?
Yeah, I should be able to go with you guys. It probably might be best since we don't have access to Shard anyway. If you wouldn't mind maybe going to sleep, I can probably pick everybody up and then we can dream walk down to you. That'd probably be the quickest way for us to get down there.
Yeah, that sounds good. So I'm gonna go take have a glass of red wine and take a sleeping pill, and hopefully be asleep within 20 minutes or so. Okay.
All right, maybe lay off on the sleeping pill because we might actually want to wake you up when we get there.
Okay, I'm gonna drink a bottle of red wine. It's gonna take more than an hour, and that should be good. Okay.
And
right.
He's going to be hungover afterwards. Great.
You're going to need to make an endurance roll.
We're going to have Krabby Kurt.
That's okay.
All right. So the three of us then will dream walk down to Kurt down in Mexico. And then I suppose, I guess you're at home, right, Kurt?
Yeah.
Okay. So we arrived there and basically the way this happens is all of us go to sleep. I basically dream travel to each of you and kind of pick you guys up, not physically, but we gather together and then are able to travel through the dream realm into Kurt's dream. And then once we reach him, then we basically just seep out of his body and arrive there at his home in Mexico.
Always nice having you all inside me.
That sounds gross. By the way, how often do you dream about Nacho Libre? What's going on with that?
All the time. So it's nice to see y'all here. How y'all feeling after your little travel? I'm a little fuzzy.
Kind of slimy.
Yeah, you're kind of slimy. I'm fine.
So, Kurt, I know the last time that we were here, we kind of just traveled out to Chichen Itza. It's not too far, right?
About an hour and a half by car, which we don't take.
Wait, what do you mean you don't take?
2 hours by car. Well, we don't need a car to go there. I usually fly. Well, we usually fly. You're not here as tourists, so we're not going to like get in a tourist van and take a tour of Chichen Itza. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you. Okay.
Stop at different sites along the way. We're going to get right over there, aren't we?
Yeah. No, I didn't understand why we weren't getting in a car. So, that's
Eddie, what's your range on your
taken a car?
What?
When have we ever driven in a car?
Anytime you get in the car that I drive.
You don't drive a car. We don't drive a car.
Well, yeah, I do. for years, man, that wine hit you hard. For years, I drove a car. Arsenal had a car. The car was part of Arsenal. Back me up. Come on, Christy. Back me up here.
Guys.
How are we getting to Chichen Itza? Are we taking a car? I can fly.
How do you? Oh, yeah, you can fly. I can't fly.
I can fly.
She can fly.
You can't fly?
Dreamslayer, can you fly?
I can kind of float.
Yeah, he's a floater. I'm a popper in or outer, and you two can fly.
Well, how far can you pop?
You know what? We've never tested that.
I think the problem is Shard usually gets us there through something, right?
Yeah, she's normally our traveler.
Mm-hmm.
I could probably pop if I see a picture, maybe.
Yeah, you should be able to. Yeah, you've got amazing range on yours. So that's certainly within your range to be able to do that.
All right, I'm gonna call because I just forgot Shard wasn't coming. I'm gonna call us a van.
Well, we could do
Itza.
something that I've not done or tried to do in a long time, and that is teleport somebody else.
I don't want to end up splattered all over the ground.
Well, you're flying. I'm talking about Dreamslayer.
Well, I don't want you to splatter Dreamslayer all over the ground. Not here, not where I live.
Oh, well, okay.
Not worth it.
Hey, but Nacho Libre could join the team then.
I'm calling a van.
Oh, okay.
Unless anyone has a better idea.
Van's good. We can chat along the way and catch up.
I could probably fly and I haven't tried this before, but I could probably. I can do it. Yeah, I've never really tried it, but I could lift you all up with my telekinesis and carry you in the air there.
Oh, that's true.
Why don't we start with just one person?
I could carry a car.
Christy can fly. I'll teleport.
I picked up a car and done it before. I'm sure I could do 3 people without a problem.
Well, okay.
Ready?
Roll that puppy.
All right. I fly up into the air and I lift them up and we head towards Chichen Itza. How's that sound?
All right. That sounds good. Do me a favor, though. Let's just check it out and see. Go ahead and roll your telekinesis then.
All right. My telekinesis is amazing.
All right.
Got a green.
Got a green.
I kind of lost Highwayman. He fell down a couple times, but before he hit the ground and splattered, I was able to get control of him again.
I think I would have teleported out of that situation.
Just left
but
a little
okay.
promise I didn't do it on purpose.
Uh-huh.
All right, so we're flying in the direction of Chichen Itza. And Kurt, you know this area really pretty well. And as we're kind of nearing the site itself, just outside Chichen Itza, near the location where you guys encountered the Brood and the Akanti who enhanced Psi-Ghost's powers, Kurt, you spot a little village that you don't remember being there before. And it's quite visually different than the others in the area. It seems to be a new community that has been kind of hastily put together with shipping containers and campers and other makeshift structures converted into small homes and living quarters with a smattering of tents on the outskirts.
Okay, guys, I tell this to you in your minds. Guys, I don't know what that little area is. Let's check it out down there. Looks strange. What do you say? Stop real quick.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Any objections?
Isn't that over there where you got well love at?
Is it where what?
Where you got your well love at?
My what? Are you
Your
speaking
whale love.
Love.
Yeah.
whale love?
Yeah.
What's whale love?
The Akanti, the big creature that gave you your powers.
Yeah, I'm just pointing and asking.
No, we're not there. No, it wasn't here. Listen, we're just gonna,
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna put you down here, and we're gonna check out what's going on down here, okay?
Okay.
I put everybody down gently. I drop Highwayman about 5 feet, a little bit, some freak off the ground, give him a little bump.
Yeah, son of a bitch.
So when you land outside this little village, you see a group of folks kind of heading your way. They don't seem to be hostile, but more curious than anything. They seem to be in their late teens, early 20s. And all of them wear various forms of cargo shorts of varying colors from khaki to jeans. But they all wear purple shirts, tank tops, or bikinis with a red upside down V accent on them. Several of them are obviously mutants, and as they have varying visible mutations, such as extra limbs or fur, bulging eyes, or other deformities. Many, however, appear human, but you can see little hints that they too are powered, exhibiting fire breathing or creating water out of thin air and the like. And one of the members up at the head of the group that's kind of coming towards you guys greets you and he says, Hey there, can we help you guys? He's a tall...
Otherwise, we're going to have to do this all in Spanish.
Yeah, it's actually, he does speak in English. He's a tall redhead with a freckled face. Seems to be about 20 years old and very fit. He's got two ram-like horns protruding from his forehead. I'm Jake, by the way. Welcome to the Conclave. What can we do for you?
Poet, why don't you take this one?
Hey Jake, how's it going?
Not too bad. You guys, are you guys here to join the Conclave?
No, what's happening in your conclave? We heard about you, but we wanted to hear, what's going on, from the source.
Well, by the look of you, I guess you're all mutants, right?
Pretty close, something like that.
Well, anyway, we're all mutants here. Just recently kind of came into our abilities, most of us. Some of us have, been powered for a year or two. But, we all are kids that kind of fell by the wayside in human civilization. Some of us, have been victims of prejudice, and others, were abandoned or shunned by their families as soon as they exhibited their powers. And, we were kind of just, looking for a place, where we could be accepted, and some of the acolytes came to us fairly recently over the last couple of months, and have been bringing some of us here, and we've kind of made a home here.
I'm sorry that you felt so rejected by the world.
Well, it kind of is what it is, right?
I guess so.
Prejudice has been going on for centuries, and now we are the new brunt of everybody's hatred.
Are you finding this place welcoming? What's with the matching shirts? Do people not think that you're part of some cult?
I don't know. I guess we're kind of culty if you look at us. But really, we are here as members of the Acolytes. Fabian Cortez, he's the leader of the group. He's really working with everybody to try to embolden, I think, the mutant race, and prepare us for a time when we have to make a stand against the flat scans. I'm sorry, the humans.
Well, I think that might be going a little too far. Hey, have you heard of Professor X in the School of Mutants?
Oh yeah, the ones that have basically sequestered themselves on a private island and separated themselves from humankind completely. Yeah, I've heard of them.
You all that have a tent village in the middle of the jungles of the Yucatan.
Yeah, but we're not afraid of the humans.
You're in the middle of the jungle in the Yucatan.
I don't know. I guess you got a point.
And aren't the mosquitoes not so nice here? It can't be that nice to be here. The mosquitoes are horrible.
Steven over there is actually pretty good at keeping those away.
How about the jaguars?
That is Sally's field of expertise, actually. She can talk to the animals.
Oh, so she also has a good relationship with the howler monkeys?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, so just a second. Excuse us a second. What are we supposed to do here? I forgot we're supposed to find somebody, right?
We're talking to Jake, and he's not Jake from State Farm either. So
well, we found the people we're supposed to find, and I think Professor X said we should invite them to his place.
Krakoa, right? Yeah.
Which doesn't sound like that they're that interested in that.
Not that into that yet. We want to
tell
to cease and desist.
What are we supposed to tell them? They're living the. What are they doing that's wrong?
No, Fabian. We want him to stop what he's doing.
What's he doing? Living in jungle?
Jim Jones.
He is the one that has been gathering all of these kids, and for what purpose, Xavier is not quite sure, but he thinks that because of Fabian's ill will that he holds against the human race, he believes that he's basically creating an army here.
Okay, Poet, can you just ask if we can see Fabian then?
Well,
have a sit down.
How many people are we talking about here at this camp?
There's probably about 30 here at the camp.
I'm
and
gonna
they're all,
nudge,
in
I'm
their
gonna
late
nudge
teens, 20s.
Dreamslayer and be like, "Can you put everybody to sleep?"
30 people?
That's a pretty tall order, dude.
I know. That's why I'm asking.
Okay, Jake.
From State Farm.
Jake of State Farm. This sounds amazing. I'm already in purple. I think the guys just wanted to share how excited they are to have found you, and we're interested in joining the conclave.
You are? Oh man, that's awesome. We could really use old folks like you.
No, I don't think.
Wow. He's talking to you. He's talking to you, Kurt.
I'm like a year older than you.
Okay, let's not split hairs.
We don't have that many hairs to split between us anyway. So
That's right.
I think that's why he called us old.
We want to come back to, you know, the headquarters that wherever you set up camp. How can we help? I mean, can we build a kitchen, build some fires, or set up a tent?
Or do we need to go talk to your leader first to get his blessing?
Yeah, you definitely probably want to talk to Fabian and Anne-Marie first. But I mean, yeah, we'd be happy to kind of lead you in that direction.
Take us to your leader.
This trail right over here to the east, that leads you basically right down to the Sacred Cenote, and that's where Fabian and the rest of the upper echelon of the Acolytes call their home. Am I saying that right, Kurt?
I was going to say, I know you're all a bunch of gringos that have just come here to the Yucatan, but it's pronounced Cenote.
Cenote, okay. Yeah, I figured.
Is that what Cenote was?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just talking to the young kid. Learn from your elders. Be part of the culture down here if you're going to live here, kid.
All right, sorry, I am from America, so.
Yeah, we run into that problem a lot with you Americans. Okay. I'm from Indiana too originally, so you can, you know.
Oh,
okay.
Cool. Illinois.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody comes from Ohio, Indiana, or Illinois. It seems like we meet down here.
But yeah, I mean, if you just follow the trail straight down that way, that'll take you down to the Cenote.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go check it out. Plus, it'll be a little cooler in there. All right, we take the trail down to the Cenote, and
right. So, Kurt, have you ever been there?
Yeah.
So you have to kind of walk through a pretty heavily wooded area from where you guys are right now to get there. And as you said, the mosquitoes are just nuts in this area, and whoever it was that was fending off the mosquitoes there at the campsite is not with you. You guys are kind of traveling on your own. But the mosquitoes are nasty. It's hot. And as you get a little bit further down the trail, I'm going to have each of you guys give me an intuition roll, please. Oh, it got a yellow.
Hold on, I might have rolled the wrong.
Oh, okay.
Thingy.
Sci-Ghost got a red.
Oh, hold on. That sheet's gone. Aha. I got it back.
Okay, good.
Let's see. Intuition.
Oh, Poet, you rolled a 69 though on that first one. So I mean, we got to take that.
Oh, that's a automatic success.
Automatic success. Yeah.
You rolled 100? Jesus.
Thank you. Thank you.
We rolled 69, 96, and 100 on that.
Wow, that's pretty crazy. Okay, so
now the rest of the night's gonna suck ass.
It is, yeah.
We took shrooms. Now we're like, we see the whole world. We see everything. We understand all.
I do have cosmic awareness.
My cosmic awareness really kicked in.
All right, so you guys are walking down the trail, and you all become aware of movement in the bushes directly in front of you, atop of a kind of a little outjut of some rocks up ahead. And if you can see and scan out a little bit, it's right up in this area, right in here, where you see the rustle actually happen. You see where I'm pointing? Oh, Christy, you're not in there yet.
It hasn't loaded yet. It's still loading.
Or Kurt. Okay, it's Kurt.
Yeah, it's on 96% loaded.
All right.
It's like it's kind of 98. It's going really slow. There we go.
There you go. So if you scan out a little bit up on this little out jut up here amongst the rocks, there's a little bush up top, and it's right in here where you see just a little bit of rustling going on.
Wait, show me where are you at? Oh,
Right
up there
up
on
here.
the. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna yell it. Hey, who's up there?
From that rock,
Okay.
you see a creature that has green skin and long, kind of stringy, tendril-like hair leap out of that bush and is jumping towards the group.
Okay.
And now would probably be an opportune time for everybody to roll initiative. Let me get this rolling here for you.
His name's Mellencamp.
John?
It is Mellencamp. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's John. It might be Bob.
Bob Mellencamp?
Yep.
Bob Jaguar Mellencamp. Think about it.
All right. So I pulled up on the combat tracker over on the right. If you go to the combat tracker, you can roll your die where it says roll initiative on the far right side next to your name.
Ooh.
Okay. So, since we spotted Mellencamp, he is not going to have initiative over us. So we get to act first. But I've rolled for everybody at this point. So in that order, that would be me. I didn't roll, though, to notice him, so I'll go to Poet. So if you want to go first, you can go first.
I'm going to call Karma.
Okay.
And
do you want to do extra actions?
No.
Okay.
No. Should I?
No, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm alright. I'm not fearless. Fine. This spry youth springs all wild limbs and hair. Uncertain intent, they're held in midair.
Cool. Okay, roll that. All right.
Did you see that?
I did. Yeah, you got an 87. That's a red.
Wow.
Sweet. All right, so you see Mellencamp leap out of that bush, and he gets about halfway there. Poet spouts that out. Just as soon as he begins that leap, she just suddenly pulls that out of thin air, and just as she pulled the poem out of thin air, so there lies Mellencamp, suspended in the air.
So
it goes to Arsenal now at this point.
Okay. I am just gonna walk up kind of under him as he's suspended there.
Yep.
And just start saying, "Hey man, what's the deal? We just asked who was in the bush."
All right, so you're going up to him.
Yep.
Okay. And he goes,
Great. We got a non-talker here, people.
Yeah, I can take care of that.
Psi-Ghost, it's you.
Well, I'm gonna. Do you want me to try to talk with him with telepathy?
Sure.
I'm
Sure.
gonna see if I'm gonna go into his mind and kind of do a visual pass as well. See if I can, not just language, but I'm gonna do it sort of a visual scan as well, to see So to try to communicate, in other words, with more than just language, to see in case he doesn't have language in there, or at least you understand to figure out what's going on. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right.
Sure.
Monster, man. That's like I'm monstrous at that. I'm monstrous, man. I'm like good at that. Yeah. So that didn't work.
All right. And you rolled what, a 13? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. You, for some reason, you're just not able to penetrate his psyche. We're gonna roll back up to.
Can I just say that? Then I hear the voids. The void. See this void. I'm not that stressful situation, but I can hear the void in my head saying to me, "Rip his brain apart."
Sure. Yes, you may. Yeah.
So maybe on the next turn I have to make a psyche feat in order not to rip his brain apart.
Yeah. Yeah. You can go ahead and make that psyche feat right now.
What do I roll for a psyche? Just roll the psyche. What is the psyche feat?
Just psyche. Just roll your psyche.
Okay. I was going to roll it again then. Let's just make sure that thing. It's green. I don't know what that means.
Green. No, that's okay. You're able to push it to the side.
Good.
Remember, you get penalized for killing somebody in this game.
I know. I can't help it. Sometimes the thing just takes over my head.
All right, just above where
That's what you
Mellencamp came rushing out of the bushes, you see or hear first this and something rather large is coming up over the hill. And you see a giant man with an eye patch kind of covering one eye, and a very deep V in the costume that he's wearing that is very similar to the t-shirts that you saw the kids wearing, but more of a spandexy type look to this. A little bit of armor along the shoulders and chest area there as well. And he is coming running down the hill towards the group. And he gets to about right here.
Look at the size of that icon.
I know, it's big, isn't it? And then he leaps towards Poet, Dreamslayer, and Psi-Ghost. So we're going to roll for him.
I just see this giganto of a man just fly by me toward the others. Watch out.
Let's see, that's going to be on the incredible column. And he got a green. All right, so he leaps up into the air and is getting ready to come down on the three of us. So we have the option at this point. It's a new round. If you're going to call for extra actions, you need to do that before you make any action. And then we can either dodge or we can take it.
Okay, we're calling for extra actions.
Yeah, I'm going to do
call for extra actions.
I'm going to do extra actions as well.
I'm doing extra action.
Okay, I'm going to roll fighting for that.
Are you guys going to do extra action? Why are you so quiet? You're not saying it. You got to say it.
Oh, everybody has to say it right now?
Yes.
Oh. Okay, extractions. even though he's not running toward me, but extraction.
Poet, you got... Damn
it. Jesus Christ.
What is your fighting, Poet?
Excellent.
Oh.
Okay, and you got a red, so you get a total of 3 actions this round. Highwayman, you get 3, and Kurt, you got a white, right?
Yeah.
Did you call Karma?
No, I called extra actions. How many things? Fuck! Everybody was sitting here like list a bunch of shit. The turn. No, I'm good.
All right.
I'll put that.
Okay, so the action that you make this round then is at a -3 column shift.
That's okay. I'm an expert. It's not gonna bother me.
All right. I also rolled a white on that, so I'm in the same boat that you are.
Okay.
So if you're going to dodge Poet, you would want to make that roll right now. So you need to at least get a green.
On fighting or agility?
Agility, yeah.
I was wondering if I should fly, but I'm not that good at flying.
It would still be considered a dodge even if you decided to fly. So,
Okay.
but I think your agility is higher than your flight ability.
I'm trying.
There we go. That did it. Okay. So you got a 49, you got a green. All right, so that's going to mean 1, 2. That brings it down to excellent damage. Do you have any body armor?
No.
Okay. All right, so you'll take 20 points of damage. And if you right-click on your token, you'll see your health at the very bottom, and then you can highlight that and then subtract 20 from your health. Psi-Ghost, if you want to make your roll.
Roll for what?
To dodge, if you're going to.
So you get one. We get one action. We can dodge or do something else.
Right.
No, I'm gonna look at him, send tendrils from into his head, and just try to fry his mind.
Okay. Now you still take full damage then from his.
Take full damage, and I'll come right back to the motherfucker.
All right, sounds good. All right, so take the damage first, and then we'll roll for your tendrils when it comes around to your turn.
How much damage?
You're going to take 40.
Not a problem.
And
Not a problem, because now you're going to get this, buddy. Are you ready? Feel the power of Sci-Ghost. Do it now.
Dreamslayer is going to do phasing. And I got a green, so no damage there.
I rolled a 90.
Oh,
Red.
for the tendril thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, technically, it's not your turn yet.
Why were you asking me then?
That was his action.
That was his action. Yes.
I don't want to dodge. I want to rip his mind apart.
So, I said you have to wait until your turn to do the rip his mind apart thing. So
I don't have to use that roll?
You can still use it. You can hang on to it.
Hold on to that roll until my turn.
I'm not that big of a dick. Okay, so, Poet, you attempted to dodge. It is now actually your turn. So now you may make your action.
Okay. This is really meant as a sort of a psyche attack as much as a physical attack. I mean, it's not really a physical attack. It really is meant to lower his defenses for what I think is coming from Psi-Ghost.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we'll call Karma as well.
Okay.
This He-Man Hulk with spandex tight loses all his will to fight.
Cool. Okay. Whoa, man, you got the rolls tonight, don't you?
Holy cow.
Let me check his psyche. All right, he's got a psyche of typical. Let's see how this goes for him. He got a white. He got a 3.
He's
right,
trolling.
So he did make the leap. Lands kind of in the middle of the 3 of us. Let me make a little move here so I can reach everybody. So we kind of spread out there just a little bit when he made that jump. And I'll tell you what happens to him here in a minute because Saigo still has to do his thing. Highwayman, it's your turn.
So Mellencamp is still floating above us.
He is.
I think what I am gonna do is I'm gonna flame on. So I have pulled Spirit up, and I am going to teleport and land on his back. So he's kind of like spread out, right? So his back's parallel to the ground. So I'm gonna teleport and land up to his back, and then I'm going to try to pull a weapon here.
Okay.
So this is an Indian weapon I've never heard of. I found it though.
All right.
It's a Gandiva, Gandiva. It's a divine bow, and it's got unlimited power when it comes to its arrows. So it's got unlimited arrows, and I'm gonna put hellfire on all the arrows, and I'm gonna try to just take him and pin him down to the ground.
Okay. All right. So you got 3 rolls. Then,
Yep.
Which will take up all 3 actions.
So wait,
teleport, draw the weapon,
okay,
and then the attack.
Oh, I didn't think I could. I didn't think teleporting short distance cost me a roll.
Oh, short distance. Yeah, I think we did kind of determine that, didn't we? All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 rolls then.
Okay. All right. So let's go. There we go. My sheet. Oh, that pop-up thing not working. There we go. Okay. So first is teleport. We got okay, and then pulling a weapon, right? So weapon creation's ungodly. Get out of the way, sheet. Can't see ungodly. Hold on. Godly. Or unearthly, sorry. So that is a yellow.
Okay.
So I forgot. Does that give me the weapon?
Is that a legendary weapon?
In Indian culture, sure.
Okay, so you would need a red to actually
A red
pull
for that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You actually pulled out a musical instrument from the culture.
Yeah, that's.
With a similar name, you kind of get the link.
I really hope that does not become a weakness, right? So I guess in that case, do I just pull out a simple bow and arrow? Or pull out nothing.
You didn't call karma.
Right.
So yes, it would be just a bow and arrow. Yes,
Bow
but
and
it
arrow.
can,
Okay.
it can do up to whatever your yellow version is. Is that incredible or something? I think.
Yeah. Amazing.
Okay, so I mean that's still a pretty powerful weapon.
Yeah.
It's just not the legendary weapon that you were hoping for.
Right. So I guess I, instead of having multiple arrows there, I'm gonna just shoot right in the middle of his back. I'm gonna try to, unfortunately, paralyze this guy.
Okay. And the reason why it's at the amazing level is because you are charging it with hellfire.
Yes.
Because you've got that ability, so that's why it's boosted up to that.
Yeah. And a green.
Okay. All right. He can't do anything, can't dodge, so that
Right.
does incredible damage to him.
And I'm pretty well point blank range since I'm standing on his back.
All right. So, ooh boy. Okay. So you sink one of those into his back, and it bounces off.
What?
It does. It bounced off.
All right. So I got one. I got one action left.
And now you're falling towards him. I take it, right? Because you haven't landed on his back just yet, right?
Right.
Okay. All right. So you're falling towards him. We'll come back to your last action here in just a second.
Yep. That's fine.
Kurt, goes to you.
So, well, before I got a question. So, do I roll on the monstrous table for that? Because it says, I mean, it's psychic tendrils, which my psyche is monstrous. But it says psychic tendrils, incredible physical strength can also be utilized to invade a subject. Yeah. mind causing monstrous physical damage. Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
monster.
Yeah.
All right, I rolled a 90.
Okay. And then you're going to reach in and kind of try to scramble his brains, as we called it, I believe, right?
Yeah, why not?
And that does 75 points of damage.
Yep.
He can't do anything about that. All right, so he now... Yeah, you scrambled him pretty good. That was a red, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to roll endurance and see if he just passes out. Actually, it should be psyche, actually. So psyche, yeah. So yeah, he's out. He is stunned.
Okay. There we go.
And I'm going to put a little token on him so we know that he is stunned. I don't like that. Let's do that. There we go. That's that. Now I can tell what's going on. Okay, so now we roll back up to the top. He's out, and then Poet. Oh wait, sorry, Andy. You've still got another action, right?
Yep.
And
So,
Christy, do you have another action?
Oh yeah, I think I do because we were.
Okay, so Christy, you
Christy
would go
goes
first.
Okay. Unless Andy wants to go first.
nope, I'm good.
Oh. All right.
Now remember, you can't read another poem. It just has to be a physical action.
So what do we got? Mellencamp is still suspended.
Yep. And Javits is falling down right now.
Okay. I'm just gonna. I don't even know what I'm doing here, but I'm gonna fly up to Mellencamp since he's held fast, and just try to see if I can kind of tame him a little bit, just by being close and speaking softly and saying, "No, we mean you no harm."
I just shot an arrow in his back. Just
Yeah, I don't know. I just want to hear what's inside your brain.
Okay. You can roll a psyche feat to see if you might have some effect on him.
Okay.
That's a yellow. All right, we're gonna roll his psyche and just see what's going on. All right, typical there. Got a green. You can see that he is still pretty ticked off about the fact that he's floating up here and he can't move. But his grunts and growls are getting a little bit more subdued. You don't know that you've really broken through to him, but you've at least scratched the surface. Highwayman.
Right. So by now I have landed on his back.
You would be landing on his back at this point, yes.
Yep. Okay. Look at the back and the neck combination. Is there a break? Does it look like skin? Does it look like armor?
I mean, it looks like flesh, yeah.
Okay. But not anything that's so the arrow didn't work before. Gosh, I'm just gonna take an arrow and jab it in his ear.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
That you need a yellow at least to do a cold shot like that.
Okay. So I'm gonna jab an arrow in his ear, and that would be fighting.
Yes.
All right, and I've got some. I'm gonna use some karma here.
And don't forget, on your fighting, you have since you're using an edged weapon, you've got edged weapons, with your martial arts
And
as well. In this
marksmanship?
case, no, marksmanship won't work
That's
here.
just firing. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So you can take +2 column shifts to that attack.
Okay. So let's see. 1, 2. All right. Karma. I'll take that up to a red.
You can't. You can only go
Or
up
a
one
yellow.
color
I'm
level.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No. Yellow.
But that'll at least get the yellow that you want.
Yep.
And then that does 40 points of damage, correct?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. All right. So you hit him in the ear, and you just hear this terrible wail. So you definitely got past his defenses on that one.
On the soft spot.
And I think that's all of our actions at this point, correct?
Yep.
All right. Javits is out. I think. All right. So here's what happens. From the bush over on this side, you see another. Well, what you see is you see a yellow energy whip come out and swipe through Dreamslayer. Since he's still in his phase form, it has no effect on him. And then from out of that bush steps this individual here. He's kind of dressed kind of like a ninja, but he's still got that kind of purple and red V chevron to the costume there, but he's in a full face mask. And you can certainly zoom into him so you can kind of get a little bit of a better look at what he looks like. But kind of your typical ninja. Then we go to, it's actually Dreamslayer's turn. So let's see what Dreamslayer's going to do this time. I'm going to roll for extra actions once again. Calling Karma. There we go. All right. I'll take that up to a red. And so now that I know this guy's there, I'm going to leap through him and form one of my dream swords and leave it in him as I go through. And I got a white. That's
nice.
Awesome. Great. Okay. So then we go to Poet.
What happens? Did you just miss him, or did it go through him?
I went through him, but my sword did not materialize.
It happens to everyone.
Thank you.
I swear, it's him, not me. Oh,
I'm still here.
Master left. Oh, okay.
I'm still here.
Okay, I'm gonna recite a poem.
Okay.
And since I'm up there with Mellencamp and I see what's going on with this swordplay situation, I'm referring to both of these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, yeah, Javits is kind of out, or not really.
He's out.
Okay, I'll just ignore him for the moment. So just these other two. The vines of the jungle lift up from the ground, alive and twisted, they emerge from the mist and entangle to each other, they're bound.
To each other, they're bound. Okay, got it. All right, go ahead and make that roll. That's a yellow. All right, and what's your power rank?
Oh, wait. Actually, it should be... Am I crazy, or did I not shift 3 somehow at one point?
That is with the staff of Watum.
Okay, just monstrous then.
Okay. Oh, but it says that the boost plus 3 CS to powers shown. So I think we've made that adjustment to your powers.
Okay, so I should have done a Y.
No, you're good. No, I think we've made that adjustment to your powers already.
Okay.
Because it says grants plus 3 CS boost to powers shown. So it's already been added to your powers.
It would be Y. I've got.
Oh, is it Y? Oh, okay.
Italic. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So then it is not shown, apparently. Okay, cool. All right. So on a shift Y, that roll 72 still is a yellow. Okay. Now, are you wanting to damage them, or from the sound of it, it just sounds like you're binding them?
Yeah, I am. I'm not convinced that they're truly hostile, and I sort of wonder if they're just doing their job here. They're just,
Gotcha. All right.
And part of the Acolyte team.
Okay, so they're pulled together. Highwayman drops to the ground, and those two now are bound to one another. Then we go to Highwayman.
So those two are bound. The dude with the whip kind of scares me because she can shout. I am just going to shoot the dude with the arrow with the whip.
Okay.
So I'm going to call Karma on that. And let's see. Come here, there. So fighting plus 2 column shifts. No, it'd be only 1 column shift at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So easy. And Karma. So take that up to a yellow.
Okay. And still at the incredible, right?
Well, it'd be incredible. Yeah, it was plus 1 column shift.
That doesn't change damage.
Right. So incredible.
Okay. All right. So he.
I need a chart so I can subtract my karma.
Okay. All right. So you hit him, and he screams in pain, but he can't move. I mean, he can move a little bit, but not enough to really dodge or anything like that. So you hit him pretty much dead on. Then let's see what happens here. We're going to see what this guy does. All right, so that's amazing. All right, so Christy, the vines that came up and grabbed these two and pulled them together, all of a sudden they begin to catch fire and are burning with a pretty strong intensity, and that fire is beginning to spread around Senyaka and Mellencamp and is edging towards you guys, Highwayman and Poet. I gotta move Dreamslayer. He moved over here. Okay. Psi-Ghost.
Yep. So they're both subdued now still, or did they burn through it?
They're both subdued still, but it is burning through as we speak. Give me an intuition roll.
Intuition.
Yep.
I will. I'll do that right now. There you go. Yellow, 23.
Okay. When that fire lit up, you noticed movement in the bushes off to your right, over in this area right here. What's that?
I said, Lord Almighty.
Lord Almighty.
Just a movement in the bushes.
Yep.
What's all this stuff in the bushes? Coming out of the bushes. I'm going to use my cosmic.
It's an ambush.
I'm going to. Yeah, but they're just.
Haha.
Oh, okay. I'm going to use my cosmic awareness to see what's going on here.
Oh, great.
You ready? You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yep.
Oh! Yellow. 90.
And he's back.
Okay,
Maybe.
so there is another individual hidden in the bush there, and his name is Vindaloo. And he's got long, kind of grayish black hair, dressed like the others, with the red chevron and in the purple outfit. You can see that he has power over fire, and most specifically, it's a type of napalm. With Senyaka, you're able to read the powers that he has as well with your cosmic awareness, and he has something that is called bioelectrical bioelectrical energy absorption, which he uses to embolden his own strength by sapping it from other people. So in essence, he's basically like an energy vampire. Mellencamp cannot speak. He can understand English, but he cannot speak it himself. But he has dense flesh, hyper running, claws, healing, and a form of possession.
Isn't that so? That's my action, right?
Yep.
There you go. And nothing else around. No one else is coming for us out of the bushes.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, and that is all you sense in this area here. You sense no other presences other than Vindaloo hiding in the bush.
Okay.
Okay. So, Andy, did you roll extra actions? And Christy, did you roll extra or no? I don't think you did.
I did not.
Christy.
Nope.
He did. Yeah.
I didn't either.
Okay. I did, but I'm not aware of Vindaloo, so I'm going to hold. So then it'll roll back around to the top of the next round. So if anybody wants to roll extra actions, now would be the time.
Okay. I always forget what to roll.
Right.
Uh-oh. Okay. Neither of you called karma on that, so any actions you make are at a -3 column shift this round.
What am I rolling? Extra actions, fighting. Okay, never mind. It's like, what's going on?
You also. Did you call karma?
Nope.
Okay, so all of you are at a -3 column shift for this next round. I'm the only one.
What are these dice? How come I'm seeing dice flying? Well, all these dice are flying across now. Like 10 of them. What's going on?
It's probably just from our rolls, I guess. Can you click
Slow.
the screen?
No, they were just slow. I think my thing's slow, so it was just
Okay.
like it was delayed. I just thought dice were just coming like now. Okay, got it.
Okay. All right, so Senyaka is bound at this point. Oh, shoot. You guys couldn't even see him, could you?
Yeah, I could see him.
You
Yeah.
could? Oh, okay. There
Yeah.
we go. All right. For some reason, he's invisible on the other thing here. I don't know why that is. Okay, so I'm going to... Actually, he's bound. I'm going to hold my action until something else really goes. Now, I see that there's fire, but I don't know what's causing it. So, Poet, I'm going to go to you.
Can I pass and circle back to me?
Yes, you certainly can. Highwayman.
Oh gosh. All right. So we've got Vindaloo, and we're aware of him now, or it's just Kurt.
Just Kurt.
Just Kurt. Okay, but that fire is more moving toward us.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to just teleport away from the fire behind the whippy guy, Senyaka,
Mm-hmm.
and just fire another arrow right behind him. So I'm going to teleport over to here.
Okay.
And fire an arrow into him. Let's see, that was amazing. And now it's 1, 2, let's see, 1, 2, 3. And got a green.
All right. Again, he can't do anything, so he's going to take that. And he's hurting now pretty good. He's not knocked out. He's still conscious, but he can't move.
Yep.
Now it's going to be Vindaloo's turn. And he going to roll on his power again.
I don't think we have ever battled against these guys.
Nah. All right. So all of a sudden,
That's cool.
this whole
Oh,
area
look at that.
bursts into flame. Poet, sadly, you are in the middle of all of that. So you may choose to dodge, which would get you out of that circle. You're going to have to jump back into this area right back in here. Now, if you want to roll extra actions, you can still call that.
Are we in a new round?
Yes.
Okay, then I will do that.
Wait, you didn't get to take your move before. Didn't you pass?
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Can I leap as my move?
From last round? Yes. Yeah, I will allow it.
What a
I
nice
should
game
have.
master.
Yeah, I should have probably come back to you just to check to see if you were going to do something else. But yes, yeah. Well, actually, no. I'm sorry. It's not a new round. We're still in that. I apologize. We are still in that same round. But yes, in that instance, you may roll for extra actions. No, you already did, right? And it was at a -3.
Right.
Still in
Sorry.
Right.
Okay. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm
That's
a
okay.
terrible GM tonight.
Oh.
So your dodge then is going to be at a -3 column shifts.
Right. For which I cannot say karma, or
You can say karma, sure. Yeah, I would highly encourage it. Yes.
that's fighting, and it was excellent. So now it's poor.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. Oh, sorry, not fighting. It's agility. Agility.
Oh, wait. Why is my agility so pathetic? Okay,
Still poor. Yeah. So.
it's actually. Oh, Lord. Okay. That's really bad.
Yeah, and you didn't call karma, right?
I did.
Oh, you did?
She did.
Okay. So you can spend enough to get you up to a green, which should hopefully get you out of there, which means you won't be taking more damage, but that initial blast is still going to cause damage. But you got a green, so it's not going to be as much. So you take 30 points of damage on that. And sadly, with Vindaloo, that's going to take him out probably because he's not going to be able to dodge out of that.
Touch out of what? Vindaloo take that out.
I'm sorry, Senyaka. Senyaka.
Oh, I was gonna say
His endurance is good right now. And he got a white. All right, so he's stuck in that fire, and he's not going to be doing real good here pretty soon. we go now to Mellencamp, and with that blast, it basically freed Mellencamp, and he is going to run out of that fire. And I think to the closest individual, which is Highwayman. And he's going to run at you in a charging attack.
And he didn't take any more damage with the fire?
He took 10 points of damage with that.
Oh, okay. All right.
And he's running at you on fire.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Incredible. You got a green to hit.
Okay. I am going to dodge.
At a -3 column shift.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna. So this is where I would roll to teleport. So
Okay.
I'm gonna
That you do have to roll, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna teleport over to Christy, which would be a -3 column shift. So, forgot what my teleportation was. Amazing. Okay, so 1, 3, and got a green.
Okay, that's all you needed, and
Yep.
because he rolled pretty low on his column, so you teleport out of there, and he goes right through where you just were, and fortunately ends up right next to me. And I'm gonna tear this bitch up.
Yeah, huh, Mr. Whitey there.
Right,
rolling. Gonna tear him up.
Psi-Ghost.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, I'll try to take down Vindaloo and get rid of this fire. I'm doing doing the full-on tendrils into the head, and just try to. These tendrils are gonna go inside the plant, to her head and through her ears, and gonna scramble her brains a little bit. Now I got a 3 column shift. I'm really remarkable. I'm calling Karma,
Right.
baby. I'm also putting insurance on this to call anything else that I haven't called. Here we go.
Karma.
Ooh, there we go. Even on Remarkable, it's a yellow. 75
right.
damage.
Now you got a yellow, and I just rolled for them to resist.
Does Karma push it up to red?
It can, yeah, if
Yeah,
you
let's
spend
push it
enough.
Let's push it up to red.
So you're at 72.
So what do I have to spend?
You just have to spend 10. That should
Oh, that's great. I have 3,290.
actually 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14, sorry.
Oh, I have 3,276. Is that number right? That seems kind of big.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Oh,
Because you haven't spent your karma to change your character yet. So
Is that banked karma or is that active karma?
I have 3,000 in karma pool too.
Holy moly.
okay, so
Right.
and that does how many points of damage again?
75.
75.
Yeah,
Ooh.
at 75. But I
All
got
right.
red. So what does that do? Does it double it? Does it triple it? Does it quadruple it?
Okay, so you scrambled,
Ooh, she rolled a 2. He rolled a 2.
and he rolled a 2, so he is now in the process of losing endurance ranks and will die unless somebody helps him.
Uh-oh. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, well, whatever.
Yeah, you'll lose that 3,000 karma points.
Yeah.
You don't want to do that.
No.
All right. Then it rolls back around to Dreamslayer, so he is going to make an attack on Mellencamp. Does anybody else? Nobody else has multiple actions, so I'm just going to wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. So we're going to do a yellow, a green, and a white. Okay. All right. So at least I got 2 hits on him. And I'm again doing the phasing thing and phasing it inside him because I know that he's got some sort of body armor of some sort, so I've got to get past the defenses. So what you see is I create a couple of green daggers and swipe into him and let go, swipe in and let go again, and just leave them basically implanted into his body. And that should... Let me see how much damage that actually does. Incredible on both of those. So that does 80 points damage. That should do it. Okay, so that takes him down to 0. We're going to roll endurance for him, which is incredible. Ah, he got a white too. And he's starting to lose endurance. So at this point, everybody's down. I'm going to try to help Mellencamp and stop him from dying. Apply a little bit of first aid.
I'll do the same with telekinesis and telepathy, a combination of going into the mind and trying to shore up some of the damage so Vindaloo doesn't die.
All right, cool. All right, so we're able to do that, but they are all unconscious at this point. All right, so now what do you want to do?
Right. Can I say something?
You may say something, yes.
This hit to the carbon footprint I hate. The fire threatens to defoliate the very jungle that surrounds. The dangerous side as it singes our hide. A rainstorm I'll call to pour down.
Ooh, cool. I like it. I like it a lot.
Nice. That water feels good. You should see what's going on in this Vindaloo's mind. This Vindaloo has a thing with, well, I don't want to talk about it. Jesus. It's really gross. Sometimes you fall into the stuff in people's heads. It's just nasty.
Now, Kurt, you had taken 40 points of damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, for some reason, I cannot change that on your token because it's Foundry.
Yeah.
So let me see if I can do that over here. So that was 150. So you're down to 110.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, got it. All right. All right. So now what?
What do you guys think? What are these things that were? Why do these things attack us? What's going on here?
Well, I recognize the outfits because I've faced off with the Acolytes before.
Mm-hmm.
That's who they are. These are the Acolytes. They're Fabian Cortez's followers, and some of the originals from the look of it. Senyaka, I've definitely faced before.
So it looks like we need to get a hold of this Fabian Cortez and take him down.
Yeah, you want to proceed on to the cenote?
Yeah, if he's got 30 people here, and this is just the beginning of it, he's going to have an army if we don't take this guy down.
Yeah.
You all agree?
And I wonder if those kids back there actually sent us into this trap if they knew that this was here.
It seems like it.
I'll admit I maybe cut them a little too much slack.
That's okay. When we walk back through, we'll fry their brain. People just think it was drugs.
Christy, you're not looking so good. I know Psi-Ghost took a hit too. Do you think you might be able to heal you guys up before we go down there? Because I've faced Cortez before, and he's not really too powerful, but it's what he does, I think, to the people around him that makes them more powerful. I'd hate for you guys to be going into battle not at full strength.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind. Little poem.
What?
Something special.
So why don't we kind of shield our entry? Why don't we take the big guy here that's unconscious, and Kurt, you lift him up. Can you kind of make him appear kind of like a rag doll that he is walking, and we can then kind of walk behind him and cover our entrance a little bit to get close enough for a surprise?
So what you're saying is you want me to use telekinesis to lift the guy that's unconscious and make him look like kind of a ragdoll zombie walking back in, and we're all gonna line up behind him and hide behind him and walk in behind him like this?
Yeah, look at the size of this dude. I mean, he's
Great
huge.
Yeah,
so we can burnism, Kurt.
Yeah, how long have we been doing this for? That's the plan you come up with?
Well, you know,
No,
I think
it's off the cuff.
I'm not
I
going to
think the invisibility thing might actually work, but
float him in like this. That's about as good as it's not going to surprise anybody.
Well, maybe they'll just look at him or send him way up in the sky so he thinks, block out the sun. Maybe.
How about if we put
I
him
mean,
really
this guy
high?
is huge.
And when we call for Damien, when he comes out, we drop him from the sky and he just goes splat on the ground in front of him.
That is an excellent plan.
Is that a good
I'm
plan?
glad I thought of that. Why not?
No, because then we'll lose all our standing in the world, aka karma.
Well, it's only if he dies.
Well, he's gonna die if we drop him from the sky and he splatters onto the ground.
I don't know. He's huge. It just might be a small little cut to him.
I'm not bringing him in like a rag doll in front of us with us walking behind him like the gang from Scooby-Doo.
every time we get together, I swear to God,
It worked like that.
Kurt and Andy, I got to break you guys up every time we get together. I don't understand what it is. It's just like we're back in high school again. Every time.
We're the entertainment. What are you talking about?
These are our characters. We're role playing.
I was role playing saying that.
Petty bickering is very comforting to me. I can feel my energy being restored.
It's just funny that every set of characters we have in every game.
I know this is really you, so yeah.
It's our inner selves coming out in our characters.
So, Kurt, here's my idea. As the leader of IROSHAN, I'm stepping forward. Here's my idea.
Don't please say it's a ragdoll.
No, it's not the fucking ragdoll. We're not ragdolling anybody. It's not Weekend at Bernie's. He did say something, actually, that made me think. With your ability to cloud people's minds with your telepathy, can you make all of us invisible and just make them think that they're not seeing us?
That's a good idea. I've never tried it before. I can give it a go.
All right, that would be a power stunt.
Hey, I'm good at stunts. Always willing to take the risk.
So what you would need to do is, number one, you want to call Karma, and number two,
Karma.
You need to roll a red to make it happen the first time. So you've got to at least roll a yellow naturally to be able to do this.
All right, you ready?
Ready.
All right, hang on, everybody. If this doesn't work, you might just turn into jelly.
Well, you're not affecting our minds.
You're right. Your mind's already jelly. Okay, here you go.
Sometimes, yes.
Ooh, got a green.
No, sorry, guys. Didn't work.
Okay.
You got to flicker. Oh, no, this is just to try to affect whose mind? Whose mind am I working on here?
I told you.
I was practicing because I needed to make sure it works with that guy. So he's not here. So I was seeing like I was having Christy. We were turning invisible in front of Christy.
Nice try.
But I didn't succeed. Christy, can you see us?
Yeah, you're right here.
Yeah. Didn't work.
Regardless, you can only try a power stunt once per day anyway. So unless we want to wait until tomorrow.
We're just going to get our sleeping bags and we're going to try to get the party.
And then spoon in the woods like we do all the time.
Spoon in the woods.
All right, so that was worth a shot anyway. Chrissy, you got that poem ready?
Christy, are you healing us now?
She's working.
I don't do that.
Yeah, you're going to heal us with a poem.
I don't do healing. We're just sitting on a rock, like resting
Yeah, but you're
up,
supposed to write a nice poem to heal us.
bandying about ideas.
Truthfully, though, actually, yes, you can heal a little bit while we're sitting there talking. Whatever your endurance rank is, you can heal up to your endurance rank.
Oh, we can? Everybody? Or is this Christy?
That's anybody that was damaged.
Oh, man, my endurance is 100, baby.
All right, so you're back at full health.
Yeah.
Christy, you would heal 40 points. So that actually might put you pretty darn close, actually. So you may not even need to. That takes you up to 80. So you're down 10. So if that's the case, if we just want to proceed, we certainly can.
Let's proceed.
All right. I'm going to bring you to the next little map here. All right. When you get close to the cenote, there's a set of steps that lead you down into this giant sinkhole, basically. But it's pretty beautiful. It's got a set of waterfalls that flow down into the lake that is at the bottom. And there's a couple of old stone stairways that were original to the original Mayan architecture. They used this place as a place of sacrifice during the Mayan times. They believed it to have great power and so forth, and they would throw gold coins and treasures into the pit as well in order to grant boons on their society.
And human bodies.
Yes, human bodies as well. Yes. And across the lake, you see 4 individuals over there. One of which looks like a gargoyle that has kind of purplish skin, and that's right here. Female. Across from her is this guy that has like this kind of pinkish red armor that is kind of flaking off of his body. It looks like he's covered in barnacles, and Barnacle is his name. And then up above them are the brother and sister team of Fabian and Anne-Marie Cortez. And he is seated in what appears to be kind of a makeshift stone throne at the top of that little platform there. So how do we want to approach this?
Kurt, you want to try talking to him?
What do we want to say to this guy?
Mutant to mutant?
What do we want to say to this guy?
Stop. You have a home. you have a home with Professor Xavier. That whole conversation.
Hola, Fabian. ¿Cómo estás? Hey, listen, buddy. Here's what's going on. We're here. We mean you no harm necessarily, but it's time to leave. It's time to get rid of your little camp. It's time to come with us. We're taking you to a good friend of ours, Professor X. Wants to have a word with you.
I'm sure he does.
Yeah.
I have to admit, I wasn't expecting you. I figured Charles would have sent his X-Force or the Hellions after us. I suppose our little band of acolytes didn't rate high enough on the DEFCON scale to warrant a visit by Krakoan mutants. I will say your reputation precedes you, though. IROSHAN. Investigative researchers of supernatural happenings and nightmares. You made quite a name for yourselves battling the Chaos King and saving the Flatscans from the sleeping sickness. And let me get this straight, though. Half of you are mutants, no? And none of you...
He's talking to you.
I don't know. Have we figured out the statistics on this yet?
It's roughly that. At least amongst the 4 of us, yes, it is half.
So listen, Fabian, half depends on if we got the whole team here or not. It's half amongst us here, yes.
And none of you have chosen to call Krakoa your home, true?
You know, because what is a label really? You know, we don't consider ourselves mutants or not. We don't talk about that, you know? I mean, do we prefer men? Do we prefer women? Are we somewhere on the continuum? I mean, you know, let people identify themselves how they want to identify themselves. Who cares what you label us or what we are? We're a team. We work together. We love each other. That's what's important.
But why do you waste your time with these flat scans?
Really shouldn't be using the word flat skin. You know, it's kind of like a little bit derogatory. Shouldn't use those words around anyone. You know, we should really try to judge people by who they are as individuals, not as a group of people. Okay, Fabian?
It's Psi-Ghost, yeah?
Yes.
I know you have been a subject of persecution in your own life, being a mutant like me.
Yeah, but I'm also a white male, so it hasn't been that bad.
The Krakoans are blind in their belief that they can continue to act in autonomy and in the charade of diplomatic immunity. Yes, they've banded together on that island and can easily fend off any attack that the Flatskins could conceive of with their primitive brains. But there are wheels in motion, Psi-Ghost. Wheels that the Krakoans simply aren't willing to see. Their self-imposed segregation only serves to fuel the prejudice from the outside. My acolytes here, and I, are committed to taking a direct stand to that danger that the human race continues to present to our kind. And we will be standing amongst the ashes of those who do not wish to open their eyes. So, the way I see it, you have three choices. You can either walk away and let us be and tell Charles to go fuck himself. You can join us, leaving humanity behind, but I'm sure you're not going to do that. Or we could just... What did you say?
I said you live in a cave, dude. We're not going to join you here. It's not that comfortable.
Or we could just cut to the chase and see whether or not the famed IROSHAN can handle facing the true Homo superior race.
IROSHAN, okay. Yeah, but some of us are Homo superior too, so that doesn't really work.
But are you the true Homo superior if you are wasting your time with the flat scans?
Okay, I told you about the terms, but now listen. Okay, number one, we didn't come all this way to just walk away. You know, at least without a gift basket or something. Number two, what was number two? Oh, stay here with you. That's not really an option because you got a lot of mosquitoes here. You're living down here in a cave. I have to have a king-size bed to sleep in. I don't see any of those around here. You got lots of tents, and it's really hot, so that's not going to happen either.
Don't forget the mosquitoes.
Didn't I say the mosquitoes? A lot of mosquitoes, I said.
Hmm.
Also, bathroom. I haven't seen like a comfortable bathroom. At our age, we like comfortable bathrooms. You know, like a place you go, close the door, your own bathroom.
And reading material.
Reading material. Well, they might have reading material. I wouldn't. They may have reading. Like, you can use a Kindle or a phone. They probably still have digital. Anyway, so this just doesn't look that comfortable. We're not staying here. Number three, you want us to fight you, which we can do. But number four option is you come with us peacefully, and we don't worry about the first three.
That's not an option for us. We're not going back to Krakoa.
I guess we're going to have to take you with us then.
So, forcibly it is, then.
Yeah, I guess it is option number three. You're right.
So be it.
Unless my friends have another idea. Anybody else want to talk to him?
Nope. I got nothing to say.
You talk to him, Andy. Talk him down. maybe say something to Anne Marie, sweet talker. See if she can, you're
No, that's what I got the wrong character for that. Nobody wants a glowing head guy.
What about you, Anne Marie? Are you what's your relationship to our friend Fabian here?
He's my brother.
Ah, it's a family thing. Okay, got it. Anne Marie, are you with him? I mean, do you agree with all this?
I stand with him, yes.
So you pretty much agree with everything he said.
I wouldn't be here if I didn't agree.
Barnacle, Gargouilla. What about you guys? Gargoyle dude, barnacle dude.
Same here.
You all have the same. No, what? So, like, what's the long run here? So, Fabian and friends. So you're here. Like, what's the? You can't just stay down in the cenote forever. So, what's the plan? You're just gonna live here forever?
No, we don't plan to live here forever. No.
So, what's the long goal here?
Well, you
What's the
saw
long-
our children up top. They were the ones left behind. The ones
Yeah,
that didn't get the invitation to Krakoa. The
Yeah,
ones
a
that
lot
have
of
been
them are-
persecuted.
Okay, a lot of them aren't doing too well right now. So we took a lot of them out. You notice?
You attacked our children?
No, they attacked us. We defended ourselves. We might have fried a couple of their brains in the process. Didn't really mean to do that much, but you do what you do what you have to do. But that could happen here again. And you've heard about us, so it's kind of like, have you heard of Superman? He's in the comics. It's kind of like taking on Superman. You don't want to do that. In our universe here, it's more like the Hulk. When the Hulk shows up,
Now you're just poking the bear.
By attacking our children, you have now made your statement, and you are against us. So, I believe it's time to cut to the chase. And he takes.
Why does he get to go first? I want to go first.
All he's doing is he's reaching back and he's holding hands with his sister. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Take them down, my acolytes.
Yeah. Do we have time for a full-on combat now?
I don't know.
I can go for an hour.
If I could. If you guys want to call it, we can call it.
Yeah, I think I have to. I can't. I got to get up really early tomorrow.
Okay, that's fine.
Early or something. I can't go for a full-on boss battle combat for an hour. I don't think.
Yeah. No, that's fine. We can call it here, and then we'll do another one in 2 weeks. Pick up right where we left off, and if the other two want to make a surprise appearance, they certainly can, because Dana's got teleportation. So.
Yep.
Sounds like.
All right, so we'll leave it there at this point. So, good game tonight, and we shall see you guys in 2 weeks then.